So let's start with the second part or fourth part of the chapter number 6. The graphical representation of statistical data, histogram, frequency polygon and pie diagram. Here we can start with the practice set 6.4. All of you familiar with the graph. So in the graph paper, you have to draw a histogram. So how to draw the histogram? It is important one. Histogram, whenever we draw, first we see the data what is given. Here you can see the data which you have to draw on the x-axis and the y-axis. Number of the student you have to draw on the y-axis. And number of students you have to draw in y-axis, and number of, that is the height of the student you have to draw in the x-axis. This one your x-axis data and this one your y-axis. Here in question number 1, it is written draw histogram of the following data. So here you can see how to draw the data in histogram. First, the important thing you have to write down on the right side of your graph paper, that is the scale. On y-axis 2 centimeter equals to 5 centimeter, that is the height, and on y-axis 1 centimeter equals to 2 students. So in the x-axis you taken 2 centimeter as a 5 centimeter. So that we start from this sign. This sign is known as the ring sign. Why we use this sign? Because our data start from 135. It's not start from 0. So you have to use that ring sign. It is used for the difference of the number. So you have to draw histogram. Don't leave any place between this. So this way you can draw your histogram. Is it clear? Hope that it is clear to all of you. This you can draw in a graph paper. Now the next one. The second one, it is written the table below shows the yield of the jar per acre. So the data by histogram. So here you can see yield per acre, that is in quintal, is given here. This you have to draw on the x-axis, and the number of farmers you have to draw in y-axis. So first we can see the class. It is given in continuous proportion? No. So that you have to change in a continuous proportion. 2 and 3. So you have to write down 1.5 to 3.5. And 4 and 5, you have to write down 3.5 to 5.5. This way you can draw in continuous form. Then the number of farmer is given over there. This data you have to represent in your graph paper. Again, start from 1.5, not start from 0. So we use the ring sign. So on the x-axis 2 centimeter equals to 2 quintal, and 1 centimeter on y-axis is equals to 10 farmers. So this way you can draw the graph. That is the histogram. Hope that it is clear to all of you. Then the next one. Remaining you have to solve at home. That is the homework. Now the next one. We start practice set 6.5. So first question is given over there. Observe the following frequency polygon. and write the answer of the question below it. So here you can see the graph of frequency polygon is given here. This one the x-axis, this one y-axis. Scale is written over there. Here you can see the frequency polygon. To draw the frequency polygon, we use the midpoint or class mark. And we put a point in the class mark and then we joint it. It is known as frequency polygon. Here it asks in the first one, which class has the maximum number of students? So which class has the maximum number of students? Here you can see the maximum number 60. So in which class it has the maximum number? In between 60 to 70. So that is your first answer. The class 60 to 70 has the maximum number of students. Write the classes having zero frequency. So you have to write down the classes which has the zero frequency. Here the class 20 and 30 and class 90 and 100 have a frequency 0. Then what is the class mark of the class having frequency of 50 student? So which class has the frequency of 50 student? And what is the class mark? Class mark means midpoint. So 50 students class mark is 55. So that you have to write down. Then the lower class and upper class limit of the class having a class mark 85. Okay. So class mark 85, where here we get the between 80 to 90. So this one your lower class and this one your upper class. 80 it's a lower class and 90 is the upper class. Then how many students are in the class 80 to 90? In the class 80 to 90, how many students are there? 15 students. So that is your answer. This way we observe the frequency polygon and write down the answer. Hope that it is clear to all of you. And it's a simple one. Now the next one. Second one of the practice set 6.5. Here you have to draw the frequency polygon of given data. In the class electricity bill, it is given 0 to 200, 200 to 400, 400 to 600, 600 to 800, 800 to 1000, and 1000 to 1200. And a class mark. So you know how to find the class mark that you already seen in the last videos. Okay. And if you not remember, so I explain once again. This 200, 0 plus 200, that you have to divide, add it and divide by 2. So you get the class mark. So 200 divided by 2 is 100. Same 200 plus 400, you get a 600. And 600 divide by 2. You get a 300. 400 and 600 is a 1000. So class mark is 500. Like this, you get a class mark. Then frequency, that is the number of families is given over there. So that is the frequency. So that you have to write down as it is. Now, coordinates of the points, you have to write down the class mark and frequency. Okay. This you have to represent in a graph paper and draw the frequency polygon. So let's see how to draw the frequency polygon of this data. This way you can draw the frequency polygon. Data start from 0 to 200. So we take as the midpoint. We write down the all midpoints here in the class mark here. So of course 0 to 200, it means your half of the 0, it is minus point, so we can start from here. Then it is 100 to 240, you can see in the data. Then 300 and 300, then 500 and 440. So first we make the dot and then we draw the graph. First you have to make a dot here, 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 this dot you have to make it and then join it. Join all the dots. Okay? It is clear? So this way you draw the frequency polygon. Hope that it is clear to all of you.